Hello, everyone. It is Tammy. Okay, you guys, I don't even know what's gonna happen in this video. Just gonna be for real. Um, my husband quit his job. Okay, that was our only income. Okay, sounds stressful, right? It's giving. What are you guys gonna do? Yeah, all that's going through my mind, but at the same time, so if you've been here, you have heard maybe in some previous videos that my husband's job kept having issues with paying him. So he had missed a check from, I'm not sure exactly when, how far back, but within the past couple months, he missed a check, didn't even get it, right? He's waited patiently. Maybe it's not even been a full 5 weeks. I keep thinking around 6 weeks, but anyway, never got it. So he was supposed to leave out for Arizona. We live in Tennessee. So he's supposed to leave out Saturday. And they ended up not paying him again. So Thursday, the payday is Wednesday. So when he did not get paid on Wednesday, Thursday he went in. It was just a whole bunch of runaround again, saying the same exact things. We'll do what we can to get you your paycheck. And he pretty much just made the decision, I'm not going to go leave my family, work out of town, working my butt off 7 12-hour shifts, driving an hour 45 minutes to and from this place. I'm not going to do that for a company that owes me money and can't seem to figure out what to do about it. So he quit. Right now, we have applied for food stamps, but that would just be a temporary. So what our bills add up to is over the amount of all the money we have saved. So that's why we just went ahead. We applied. We're still waiting on getting other things squared away with that, like everything turned in, what we have in our accounts, what we have in cash, and what our bills are, and yada yada. Okay. Another thing. Somebody has made a file on my husband saying from November, whenever he was in Kentucky, a claim from Georgia, where he hasn't even been for over a year, saying that back in November, he sideswiped these people, totaled their car, and that his car was totaled, which is actually my mother's car, my mother's truck, saying that it was totaled. And now we're just waiting on the police report because these two people, they're looking for injury claims. And you guys, my husband's not been in an accident. My mother's vehicle has not been in an accident. This is fraud. Like, this is a fraudulent claim, or these people really have messed up who they're going after. We're waiting on police report that should clear everything up, but if it's a fraudulent, like, I don't even know how they got our information. I don't even know how they got the policy number. But y'all, when I tell you, stress is like I'm not even going to speak that on myself. God's got it. God's in control. It'll sort out the way that it needs to sort out with my husband's work and with this whole incident, because my husband's innocent. We can prove it. My mother even drove her truck to the insurance company today and had them take pictures of it because it's obviously drivable, obviously not been wrecked, especially not wrecked to the point of totaling somebody's car and causing injury and all that, like, what is even going on? I'm sure it's somebody else because my husband has a very common name. And maybe they just, I don't even know how they get the policy number unless, like, something was just typed in wrong. But my head has been spiraling with all these different, like, are we going to have to get an attorney because they have one? And, like, what is going to happen? But God's in control. God's got it. Maybe worst comes to worst, we can sue these people. if it's a fraudulent claim, we can just sue them and get money out of it. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, on the front where the work front for my husband, he went today to go apply where his brother works. His brother, cousin, and uncle actually all work there, and his uncle is a foreman there. The hiring process, it takes 2 weeks of training. So he went in today and they told him wait and come back next Monday, be there at 7, do the application, and then immediately start classes, because it is a 2 week of no paid class. And they said that he would have had to, if he applied today, he couldn't start the class today because it's like in the middle. So he just better off to wait and pay next week, because that is, he would have had to pay twice. He would have had to pay twice. So we got that going for us, but you know, I've been expecting, about a month of no pay already, because we already missed one. We're not going to have one this week, and then 2 more weeks of no pay after he starts. So maybe 5 or 6 even, but this is a $5 increase on the hour. So, you know, we're just going to keep positive about it. Speak life into the situation, right? Okay, let's get into this actual video, which I am making. It can't be a cash stuffing. We were actually going to, I don't even have the next one divvied out, so maybe we can do that on here. We're just gonna add up what our debt is now and see what we paid in payments versus interest, and hopefully this does not make our debt go up a dramatic bit, but it is, you know, something where we gotta survive. We gotta have enough. My brother is stepping up on the grocery front, which we pay that to live here, and the Wi-Fi. So yeah, it's just, it is what it is, and it's a temporary season. Okie dokie. So we have $44,904.06 in loan debt. Also, this means that we can't refinance our van for a while. That was pretty devastating. That hurt. That means we paid off $639.73. Our interest was $187 plus $16.34. That $101. That is the highest in interest that we paid so far for my new van. I assume just because it's the beginning of the year, maybe? I don't know. So we paid $118 in interest, and our payments were $758. It totals out. Okay, now let's do the credit card side. I paid off this big old chunk on this credit card, and I'm kind of like, oh my gosh, we could have survived 2 months with that $3,000. Well, a month and a half on that $3,000. But we're saving interest, right? Ay, ay, ay. Okay. $10,859.21. And we paid $3,000. Hold on, I gotta add in these extra payments too, because I did make some extra payments. $3,553. We had $255 in interest. And we had $14,151.40 last month. debt total. Now we have $10,859.21. We have paid off $3,292.19. That feels so great, but that's also like, how that is painful, because now here we are. My phone minutes came out today, guys. I wasn't prepared, or it came out yesterday actually, and they went up. My phone minutes went up $7. So let me fix this here. And I guess it's because of the short month or the long month we had. I don't know. This date just keeps changing, because it's supposed to come out on the 1st, and now it's like a couple days ahead. I am planning on getting rid of my subscriptions. I'm not going to be spending money to just watch shows. Like, why would I do that when we're not making anything? I considered going back to work, y'all, and I asked my husband, it's like, should I go back to waitressing? And he was like, absolutely not. He said, no. He's like, I'm getting another job, and then you're going to get this job, and then you're just going to have to quit again, or we're going to have to find a babysitter, and that's not going to work. He's like, absolutely not. He's like, just let's give it this month, which I do the finances. He doesn't. He always earned the money, and I always divvied it out, right? Okay. So we're going to see today. What is today? The 24th. Okay. Sorry, I'm yawning. I'm tired. Okay, we're not going to pay this phone. Not going to do that. Google, I think, has already came out. I'm honestly not positive about it. So, the next bills that we need to account for, which we already did one phone, right? One phone came out. I'm going to try to figure out how to cancel my Spotify. I have not been able to figure that out yet. Can you guys give me, like, how do I do it? Which, I mean, it's not bad. It's only $13, but still. Guys, I'm not sure. So this right here for sure. That's going. I really hate to let go of my Canva, because that's how I make my stuff for Etsy. Can't let go of the Google, because that holds my space on my phone. But like Netflix, Vicky, and then Al's phone, they're going. And then Spotify, if I can figure it out, maybe. Okay. All right. Let's do this. I'm going to show you guys what is coming to the shop. Okay, give me just a moment to grab it all. Okay. Just kind of have them thrown up here. We're going to start with the little ones. Okay. We got this one. Figuring out how I need to do this, because I want to do it like this because that's how I'm filming, but I always edit it to be this way. So home goals, this is just a scratch off sticker challenge. Under all these icons is a different number amount between 1 and 9, and they're colorful as well, because I just love putting colorful things underneath these. Okay, we got that one done. So let me show you this one. This one has sold out a few times in my shop. So I'm trying to get up enough to put in my shop and to hopefully keep it in my shop. But this is the read and save. You read the Bible verse, and then you put in here this amount. You'll add the chapter, verse, and verse number together. So this has been a top seller, which, I did it again, which thank God, because he has really been doing a lot of things with getting me sales in my products that revolve around his word. And that really makes me excited. Really, really makes me excited. So you see this paper right here. So since these are not, the front and back are not full, I cut off paper, right? So I was like, maybe I'll do a recycled, because this is also recycled because I cut off from here. So let's stop having so much waste. So I actually just hand wrote this with a metallic marker, and it's Recycled Savings Challenge. It says, hello, this is written by hand. This is leftover paper from a different savings book in my shop. Instead of wasting all of these pieces of paper, I am making envelope scratch off challenges. Enjoy. So these are also envelopes right here. I know you'll have to fold your money, but I'm so sorry. But we have, that has an air bubble in it. Sometimes that happens. We have 6, I believe. Yeah, 6 scratch offs on each one of these. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I made 4 of these, and I got 6 a piece out of, or 3 a piece. So I have 2 of these currently, and I won't be making more until I do more of this Read and Save Bible. It's an actual like Bible affirmation kind of thing. Mystery Scratch and Save. I have a couple of these little ones in my shop as well, but you know, I just like anything colorful, and I wanted to give the option to have more colorful things and small things that will use these leftover coils. So this has front and back. They're different colors. I honestly can't remember the increments of this challenge. I'll have to look, but whenever I put it in my shop, I will have in the description what the increments are for this. Here, I have a cash wallet. So it's like a binder, but it's with a laminated front and back, and it's binded together like this instead. So we have the envelopes here. This is very flexible because I did not use cardstock for these envelopes. Just because I feel like this will give you more room to save more. It'll be thicker, you know. It can get thicker. So we have savings fund, emergency fund, medical fund, house fund, car fund, fast food. So it has like important things, and then like beauty, shopping, holiday, self-care. So it has the important things, financial wise, things that we have to put money towards, and then important things that if we have the money for, we can put towards ourselves. Okay, and then, oh, I love this one. This is the first one I've made so far. So hopefully the next ones will look great. But it's Self-Love Savings Challenge. And look at these hearts. So I didn't make these icons small enough to be covered completely, but I will do my best the next few that I make. But look how cute that is. All these little challenges I've just come up with off the top of my head to use the coils that I have. And then God Loves You on the back. This multi-savings challenge book, this has a scratch off challenge, a read and save challenge. It has a Bible trivia challenge. It's got a lot, okay? It's got a lot. I explained this in a previous video, so I'm just gonna show you what it looks like. These right here, what you do is they have Bible verses in them, so you'll just get the Bible verse out. This one is, in my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. I go to prepare a place for you. John 14:2. So what you can decide, I have it explained right here. You can save $14 or $2 or 14 plus 6, or I'm sorry, 14 plus 2, which is 16, or 1 plus 4 plus 2. It's however you'd like to do it. There's 4 in each of these envelopes. You could possibly put your money in these envelopes, or, you know, just use a binder and right here, you'll just like John 14:2. How much did you save for that one? But you got 12 questions in the front to do, and then you have 12 Bible verses to do, and then you got the answers in the back. I didn't mean to flash that for that long, but anywho, okay, so you know I have the big scratch off savings challenge. This is a smaller one, but it is a high priority. This one does not have as many pages in it. That's why it's smaller. So we have home, medical, emergency, clothes, self-care, hobbies, donation, vacation, retirement, and vehicle. So I'll just show you these really quick. Sorry, I got all this back here kind of in my way. All of these icons are colorful underneath. I would show you it without it, but I don't want you guys to know what you'd be scratching off. But every single one of these has like this challenge is in increments. This is the smallest number. This is the highest number. And then, yeah, we got 2 high ballers right here, retirement and vehicle, because, you know, this has double the savings as my last, almost double the savings, than my last scratch off savings book. So, it just has less pages. And now let's get into something else. All right. Whew. Now, I discovered Ko-fi. I believe that's how it's pronounced. I'm obsessed, okay? All of the freebies, thank the Lord, and thank everybody that I'm about to show here. I'm going to tag in the bottom, in the description, all of their YouTube. So go check out their YouTubes. Make sure you subscribe and check out their Ko-fis as well. And when you do their savings challenges, especially if you're another YouTuber, make sure that you give them credit. So it will drive more traffic to them. Look at this. This is beautiful. This is so beautiful. Okay, we got Madeline's budget. This is to save $2,000. This is what I'm going to be starting on once we start getting some money flowing back in here. Okay. Okay. And then on the back, I got her 252 challenge as well, because we have mostly been a low income budget over here. So we got that. This one I did not do. My printer wigged out. Right here we have Blessed Budgets by Abigail. I love her energy on her videos. I wish I was that enthusiastic all the time. I'm hardly ever even a fraction of that energetic. But it is such a joy to watch her videos, and I really appreciate this freebie. This actually came with this as a print off as well. You just put it together, and this is Save 2025 and 2025. So that's going to be started just as soon as we possibly can. We have a Party Planner Parade, $100 savings challenge, and then this is budget with PJ. I'm so sorry, it's right here. So I don't have dye. I might get some actually, so I can do this, or if not, I'll just go one by one, and we'll do it that way. But I'm thinking about getting just a folder to put those in. Okay, I have these right here, and this makes me super excited. Because this is something that I've always wanted to start. But, you know, I have my own envelopes, but I just feel like it's more motivating to use others. This is Steph's on a Budget. Steph's on a Budget, Steph's on a Budget. Her pages come with like 3 a piece. Some of them do. We have Budget with Carly. I just found her page. I have been watching that religiously. Steph's on a Budget again. Steph's on a Budget. Budget with Carly. And I picked these specific ones because they seem to be low income, and that's just right up my alley, or like you choose. So Budget with Carly, Budget with PJ, and this one actually has 3 right here. I didn't have anything to go on the back, so I just have all 3 here. So save 1, save 2, and then save what you want. We have more budget, less budget by Abigail. And I actually just taped these on this side because I didn't want to cut these down anymore. But we're going to save $2 by letter, $3 by letter, another $2 by letter. And I'm excited to get to that. And I know it'll eventually happen. It will eventually happen. Since we are so broke right now, I made sure to go through my change. And let's just go through what is saved. Just to see where we're in standing with what we owe and what we have, right? So, we have 30, 40, 42, 43, 44, 50. 44, 50, we're not going to count this, but it's probably like another $3. I don't know. I'm just throwing a number out there. Sorry, I did not mean to shake the camera that severely. And then let's see what we have saved in our envelopes. I wish that this was an actual like cash stuffing for you guys. I do have some cash actually that I do need to move around or in here. My mother gave me 120 today. Oh my gosh. Okay. And this is extra, but her portion of the car insurance, which sometimes we've been paying half of it or a little more than half of it. But she went ahead, she bought diapers or pull-ups for our toddler and gave me the 120 to help us out. It's stressful, but I get where he's coming from. Why work for somebody that's not paying you? Why leave home when you can't even be sure that they're going to pay you while you're gone? So, oh, I'm not going to get into that. That's the kids. Okay. All right. We have emergency. Our emergency has 124. So we have 20, 40, 60, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4. And we have 50 in prop bills. 50 in prop bills in here as well. I need to start checking the camera, making sure that I am in frame. I'm so sorry about that. Okay. This one right here, the savings, this is going to dwindle. Okay. So I have 200 in the bank. We got 150 here, 50 for the emergency savings. I'm thinking instead of taking some of this cash back into the bank and switching all of that around, just to take the 200 that's sitting in the bank and move that around first off, you know. So let me actually add this. We have 124 from emergency fund. We'll do the 150 for in the bank, and then let's count this. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 50, 600. I did not press the plus sign. Okay. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 240. Please tell me that was 240. Hold on. Yes. Okay. 240, 10, 11, 12, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. Sorry. I always brain fart whenever I count on here. I can count perfectly fine when I'm not videoing it. Okay. So we stuffed these last time. I'm going to leave these in here until it's absolutely necessary to take out. Okay? But we do need to count what we have. So we have 40, and we're just gonna do it this way. 40 plus 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 40 and plus 40. Okay. Our total is now, we have 1528 saved. And then this one as well, we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 120, 40, 60, 80, 220, 40. 240. Okay. And now we have this right here, 120 plus, what was that? That was in there. It was 44. We're not going to count the 50. Okay. What we have is $1,932. All right. I have until, I got some things that come out on the 1st, unless I can end up getting the Spotify canceled. So that's going to be my first attempt whenever I get off here. I'm putting this with savings. Even though it's for the insurance, we're going to have to dig in this for the insurance anyway. If he gets this job, it's going to be job increase or pay increase. He will be catching a ride with his brother, but he'll still have to drive to his brother's, which is like 30 minutes away, which he was driving 40 minutes to his last job. So it's not that big of a deal. It is a pay raise. This place does have a lot of layoffs. So, but the layoffs are dependent on performance and attendance and things like that. So my husband's a really good worker. Surely he won't have to miss too much. He has missed the most this year because of sickness, and he's never like that. We're going to have to try something like, I don't know, some vitamins or something to help him out. But what we're going to do when he gets paid, we'll first make sure that we have the upcoming bills. And then we'll start with the snowball, trying to catch up. Now, we have $1,932. And our debt for March, or what we got to pay for March, it is $1,887. This is not including... This is not including what we spend in food. If y'all have been watching, we spend well over $1,000 on food. Like, we are eating pinto beans and greens now, okay? I don't like pinto beans. Hopefully I will lose some weight from this. So I'm going to put this here. This is what we have. I have $3 in one checking account. I have $11 in the other checking account. My husband has $46 in his. Let's see what this 188.7 minus, we're going to do the 11, the 27, and the 40. Okay, it's going to bring it down to 1809 minus the 13. That's $17.96. Also, all of these, I've been paying more than the minimals for my credit cards just to get it paid down quicker. We're going to go down to minimal payments until we're earning again. But if you do want to help me out, I have like $40-something sitting in my Etsy shop right now. And then I had a purchase today, so that should go up a little bit. Not a lot, because of the fees and the shipping and everything, but I'm so grateful for every single cent that comes through there, okay? that is the money that I can say that I earned and I'm putting forward. That's something I haven't been able to do, but since Christmas, God has really blessed the shop. I went from, I think, 41 orders to 80, went from 42 orders in 2 years, okay, to 83, I believe, is where I'm at now. Soon I will hopefully be working towards getting everything re-upped on my Etsy, okay? And if you check that out, I will be so beyond grateful and thankful to you. And I get things out. You know, I'm a stay-at-home mom, so whenever I see an order come in, I'm not super mega busy. I typically have the shipping label on it that same day and and what would be the proper way to say that? Shipping label on it, and then I would take it to the post office the same day, depending on what time it's put in. If it's put in before 4 p.m., typically it goes to the post office the very same day. If not, it's going the next day, unless there's a holiday. I did have a thing where I had 2 packages that I needed to take that I got over the weekend. And the weekend, of course, you know, the post office here is closed on Sundays. But I went on President's Day, and I was like, oh, it's President's Day. I can't leave these here. So I go in myself, make sure they're all scanned in, so I can be positive it is on its way to you. I do my very best. Everything is hand done, okay? Be mindful of that. It's my cutter. This is what I do to cut my paper, okay? Let me show you what I use to bind and to hole punch. This Zutters is what I use to bind and hole punch. It has some paper dust on it. I gotta clean it off real quick, but I do all of that myself, okay? And then I have a little laminator. And all of this is just up, you know, on my little shelf beside my desk. We're lacking space, but make it work. But I think that's it for today. Those are the debt totals. Let me actually see what the total debt is together. I forgot to do that. I'm not even going to worry about that end of month thing because that's going to stress me out. Okay. Plus, oh, you guys seen that, right? Why do I do this? Calculators and I do not mesh well. Okay. So, total debt right now is $55,763.27. Awesome. Okay. And that is it for today. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.